100, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team count, that's a big number.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, y'all.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know when Mace, Potts, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls.
in the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space it out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert.
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing.
Relieving the kings of all
So are
crown.
you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket
What
fuel?
you talking about? Space it out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space it out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
Yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what?
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
He don't know no better.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Darnold. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw, Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Faking the give, Darnold. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They run the counter. Brown. And he'll wind wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is Brown. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Well, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He can run for it, and he will. Room here to run. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They'll give it here to Brown. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Lamar now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
There for the tackle, Jacob Martin. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the Broncos 17-yard line.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down.
They'll run now with Brown. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Mahomes now to throw. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
Check. Tighten up.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go.
Play action. It's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's 3 sacks now. That's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And a big loss here as as he's taken down. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Brown. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City 1st. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Maurice Hurst make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now Mahomes. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
It's 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Darnold from the gun. Aguilar has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before the break. Darnold going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They're to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Hey. 4 down.
Hey, 7, let's go. To the Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. And those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Hey, box truck.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, makes it...
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to pour it on. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now it's Darnold. To the right side to Eric Ebron. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Fancy footwork at midfield. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. To throw is Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
No. Off. Reset.
And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Watch the run. Check 26.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave one more off this lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. They'll keep it on the ground. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a carry for Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Brown. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of... And he loses the football a second time. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw, Darnold. And he completes it to Westbrook. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Darnold. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, down to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
So this one